Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got degrees for they.
You know what I'm saying? No Pacers been playing this shit, right? These whole playoffs, especially these finals. Just understand that that OKC is one SGA mid range away from being up 3-1 right now, bro. Like, for real. So to me, the majority of these times in these type of series, whoever wins game 5 usually do win the series. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of these times, these game 5 winners are usually the home teams. In a lot of these cases, I really don't know who's gonna win tonight for real because me personally, I've been rolling with OKC this whole time. I just don't know what I'm gonna get from Jalen Williams. I don't know what I'm gonna get from Chet Holmgren. And with that being said, if them two niggas don't show up, OKC will lose tonight for sure. There's no question. Take a half 40. But if them two niggas don't show up, it's a wrap. They're not winning. They might not win the series for that. Them two niggas got to show up. That's one of the main reasons why they won game 4, because both of them showed up. Jalen Williams, I think, had 27. Chet had like a little 19, 20. That's what's gonna have to be. Because with Indiana, you got Siakam, you got Madrid, you got Nembhard could go off. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles Turner could go off. I think I said Pascal already. Tyrese Halliburton could go off. You see what I'm saying? So we got a lot of players that could go off. OKC got to lightweight cut that by having niggas go off as well. Defensively, you niggas know what OKC do defensively. But to me, you need Chet and Jalen Williams to show up for them to win tonight. So if they don't show up, they will lose. They show up, they will win. So I guess to make a long story short, I'm gonna still roll with the ship until the ship sinks. You feel me? I'm gonna still roll with OKC to the sink. But it is room for the niggas to lose. Trust me. They the youngest team to ever be. They one of the youngest teams in the finals. I'm talking about for almost 100. Like NBA been around for almost 100 years, and they are the youngest team. The youngest team to ever be in the finals, bro. Even younger than the OKC Thunder, and that was the youngest team before that.
Right, they was the young team before them. Right, so
yeah, we had you know what I'm saying, Russ and KD and all that.
Right, so no, I feel you. I feel like it's the same. I got pretty much the same thing. Is whoever win tonight, I think will pretty much win the series. And yeah, I mean, you just gotta wait and see because OKC, you know, I feel like the last game that they played, you know, that they won.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like. I mean, it was a win, but I just didn't feel like they won how they usually win. You know what I'm saying? Like even after the game, it seemed like they was like motherfucker, like God. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like, we didn't think we was gonna have to go through all that shit to pull this shit off, God. So, you know, I really feel like they are starting to. I think OKC, since OKC was the was the fave, I think that might have got to a couple niggas' heads. Like, oh, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, right, Vegas got us good. Nigga, we good. Nigga, we got this. Nigga, nigga, the Pacers ain't got, nigga, we got SGA. Nigga, the MVP. Nigga, up with. And, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a fight. Like, oh, wait a minute. I thought they was going to be sweet. Like, they not sweet at all. So I think that they've come to that realization. First off, that nigga, the Pacers ain't sweet, and you can't look at them niggas like they sweet. You got to play them niggas like they need to be played, because nigga, they gonna compete from. And that's one thing I like about these games is that, except for what the last one for real, well, not even the last one, but most of these games have been competitive, like have been down to the last like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers switching leads You know what I'm saying? The last 3-4 minutes, back and forth. So I've definitely been, entertained. Even though they say ratings wise, this is the lowest ratings that any NBA Finals has ever had. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm hearing.
the games have still been exciting. Can't knock that. Can't take that away.
But one other caveat I will say: if the Pacers gonna win tonight, ain't no under 20 points in no fourth quarter. I can't roll with that. They offense looked stagnant in the fourth quarter last game. Stagnant. If that ends up being the case in any one of these quarters of OKC, you know what I'm saying, jump off to like a little, even though a 15-point lead ain't really safe for today's NBA. But just by the way the series is going, if OKC like way pop off a 15, 20-point lead like in the third or something, it may be looking ugly.
Oh yeah,
You feel
it's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
be looking ugly for sure.
But even still, OKC could win tonight, and we could still have a game seven though.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty much at this point. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, after what I see those two games in Indiana, this shit going seven.
I was about to say, man, this shit going 7, bro. So
Yeah, it's going
it don't
seven.
matter who win tonight, because whoever win tonight, the other team is gonna win the next time they play, and it's gonna come out to the game 7. Period. That's just what this is about to be. It's about to be a game 7, because I heard something that I heard John Sally say on Vlad TV. Shout out Vlad TV. And he said something about a call that the refs made during that Pistons New York game that pretty much caused the series for New York. And the next day, the refs came out and apologized and said, "Oh, our bad. We should have caught that, but we didn't."
Are you talking about Pacers versus Knicks? I think
What
I know what play you're talking
was
about.
it? Pacers versus Knicks? I forgot who it was, but
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
it
I
was.
know. I
I
think
thought it was. I
like
thought it was. Thought it was the Pistons versus the Knicks. I thought he said the Pistons, but it might have
but
been the
you said
Pacers.
but it helped the Pistons lose, right? Or you helped the Knicks lose because the Knicks they lose the Pistons. That's why I thought you meant the Pacers.
Well, no, the Pistons. No, that's what I meant. The Pistons. Then they helped. It was a call on the Knicks, I guess, or a call on Detroit. I forgot, but it was a call that they made, and that after the fact, they reviewed it, and
Yeah,
after
I
the
think I know what you're talking about now. I think I know what you're talking about now for real. I
but
just
just
can't remember. It said I think it was like a game 3 or something because the Pacers was on the Knicks ass first round. Niggas thought that the Knicks was about to beat. Niggas thought the Knicks was about to lose to the Pistons first round. That shit was looking ugly.
yeah, but see, that's why I think it was. That's why I think it was the Knicks and the Pistons, because I think that niggas was looking at the Pistons to be able to do something, and I don't. All I know, it was a call that was made, and it costed, I believe, New
It was
York.
like a three. It was like a 3-pointer or something that they didn't
Right,
call a foul.
it costed New York it costed Detroit. I think it costed Detroit the series, either the game or the series. And
They
the
called. I
next,
think it was the series. I think that happened in Game 5, and then they ended up losing Game 5 and 6, and then that was a wrap.
well, in the next
Yeah,
game, the referees came out and apologized and said they should have made that call. But once again, you can't take back the win. You can't replay
man,
the game. You
I
know what I
hate when they
mean?
do that shit. Like I hate when they do that shit. They do that shit a lot. They've been doing that shit a lot the past like 5 years. I can't stand that shit. It's like niggas. You saying that you fucked up a day later? What that got you? The shit already fucked up. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can't play the game back. It ain't like you niggas about to say, "Oh, well, shit, y'all gotta start that game back at the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter to see." Y'all ain't about to do none of that shit. So what's the point of even saying it?
Was the
You
point?
gotta really be doing that shit for the fans, man, because the internet a motherfucker, man.
Well, I think they do it. I think they do it not just for the fans, but also but they got it for the team, for the players. Because come on, man, just imagine being a player, you out there giving it your all, and first off, if you're not getting calls if you're not at home, but damn, even a call that is a blatant call that everybody argues and yells and says it, and you like, no, that ain't it, no. And then the next day you like, oh yeah, that's my fault. I should have seen that shit, or I didn't see it. Like, that's where that bullshit come in at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, bro. And even John Sally said the shit too. And John Sally, he's a, he's a well-respected basketball player. He been in the league, you know John
Yeah, he's
Sally.
part of the bad boy. He's part
Right.
of the bad boy. Part of the bad boy. Yeah.
Right, so you know John Sally, and he be talking that shit, and he was like, man, yeah, sometimes I be feeling like this shit rigged, because just seeing some of the shit that happens, you know, when it comes to these referees. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, a referee can change the whole game, bro, like with one call. And they've
That's
done
why
it.
a lot of it fucks up the viewership because see, it's too blatant now. Like even in the '90s, niggas was doing that shit, but you ain't gonna have no 2-minute report in the '90s or even in the early 2000s.
Or even, or
You
that
know
is, or even the instant replay that we got now wasn't like it was back then.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
They got challenges like the NFL, some more shit. Like it's crazy, but it do fuck up with the viewership because the viewers, it's like, to be honest, I still watch a lot of NBA, but some of these games got that WWE feel to them, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it don't. But see, with WWE, a lot of times with that shit is excitement around the fake shit. So you're not really focused on the fake shit because there's so much excitement. It's not really that much excitement in the NBA no more as it should be. Because to me, I feel like a lot of players be taking the easy way out and shoot all these threes, and it really bores the game because niggas go back and forth, miss about 10, 15 threes in 3 minutes. It's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna turn back when this shit get. I'm gonna turn back when this shit get lit. You see what I'm saying? Like first quarter, they doing that shit. You're like, all right. Like the only team that I could really watch that shit through and be seeing that shit be upset, but still watch it probably be the home team. Other than that, anybody else, I see that shit in the first quarter. I may turn, come back at the, you know what I'm saying, come back second quarter or come back at halftime. Just to, you know what I'm saying, just to check the games out. But sometimes that shit do get kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing niggas miss threes for 3, 4, 5 minutes in real time.
Seeing
just,
niggas shoot bricks and shit. Niggas shot
niggas
10 bricks.
3 minutes of bricks in NBA time. That's about 15, 20 minutes in real time, bro. That's like, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that. But seeing that we on this NBA shit, we talk these finals, man. Let me ask you this: you seen that trade with Memphis and Orlando, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the question I want to ask you. I want to hear your opinion on this. Why is all these second tier, not really second tier, like second option, third option niggas getting traded for all these draft picks? They traded Mikal Bridges to the Knicks last year. The Knicks gave up 4 first-rounders. No, 3 first-rounders. Orlando gave up 4 first-rounders. What the fuck? That's crazy. So now, that's what I'm saying. So when KD end up getting traded, when Giannis end up getting traded, what them niggas getting traded for? If Mikal Bridges and motherfucking Desmond Bain to combine got traded for damn near 7 first-round picks and first-round pick swap. That shit is crazy. How you feel about that shit, though?
I think it has a lot to do. Well, with the trading thing, you know, they talked about that on ESPN, and they were saying that trade didn't really make any kind of sense unless it helps the Grizzlies free up some cap space, free up some money, so that they maybe can try to bring in somebody to help Morant. Now they're saying, you know, that they are, you know, focused on building around Morant, but that's supposedly their whole thing of doing what they did. But in the end, it didn't make or break them because it didn't make them any better. You know what I'm saying? So you made the trade, you got these things, but you're not any better. So it's not like you're gonna go to the finals this year or some shit next year or something like that. So, you know, it has been a lot of questions around these trades. But another thing that I can say about people giving away these trades like they are is the trade pool ain't what it used to be. Remember, we were just talking about how these motherfuckers is taking these NIL deals in college, and they saying fuck going to the NBA. This next draft season, either this one that just passed or the one coming up, has been the smallest one ever.
Yeah, you said that last week.
Right. The shit went from like 300-400 draft picks to 150. So the draft pool is getting smaller because niggas is getting the money in college and saying, fuck, I don't need to go to the what I need to go to the NBA for. I'm gonna go to college, get my deal in college, and finish college, get a degree, okay, and not even think about the NBA and be set for life. So I think now, you say what?
I just something just popped in my head. I'm about to say it in a second. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
No, go ahead and say what you're about to say, because that's all I was saying.
Because the truth is this. So basically, with what you said, right? If the pool is shorter, that means that first round draft picks aren't as valuable as they used to be. So that might be a reason why they're just throwing these bitches all to the side like that, because it's like at the end of the day, a first round draft pick don't guarantee you a good player on your team no more.
Right, exactly.
So so that's what I'm saying. So okay, but it still don't make sense to me because it's like this. All right, so any team from Miami, New York, Houston, all these teams are vying for Kevin Durant, Giannis as well. So you mean to tell me that these niggas can really affect the team, but they getting traded for niggas who don't play, right? Second round draft picks and niggas who don't play. I just can't wait to see what this Kevin Durant package is about to look like. Because this thing about this, when Kevin Durant got traded from, he didn't really get traded. He signed with Golden State. He was a free agent. I don't think he got traded, right?
Right. I think he was a free agent.
Traded. Right. When KD got traded to Phoenix. Phoenix traded 3 because Cam Johnson was in their rotation. Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and they traded Aiden as well. Those are 3 rotation pieces that's been in the finals and all that shit beforehand that they traded for one nigga. So that's what's gonna have to happen now. You gonna basically break up your team to get a nigga. How you gonna win? You're not gonna win like that. That's why the Suns weren't winning. That's why the Suns wasn't shit really, because you broke up your whole core to get KD. So now you gotta rebuild the core. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling niggas as far as the Cavs are concerned, give it one more year before you try to break up that core. Give it one more. Change the ancillary pieces around the core, like bench players and shit like that, rotation pieces. Switch that around before you start fucking with the core. Because if you fuck with the core, which Memphis just did, they in rebuild mode. KCP ain't really the core with Orlando because he just got traded there last season or the season before last. He kind of new to Orlando, so moving him ain't shit. But Desmond Bain been with them niggas, 5 years? They'd have been in the playoffs like 3-4 times. You breaking up the core. So it's like if you break up the core, you better make sure you got the packaging together. You feel me? Because you can't break up that core and think you're gonna win. Like me personally, Desmond Bain decent. Him to Orlando don't mean nothing for real as far as the Eastern Conference is concerned. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean a thing. I seen that shit and I laughed. I said, go figure. Man. I said, go figure. That shit crazy.
Say, let's get it started. Try to get them trades and shit going. That's what it's all about. Shit. That's what people want to see. Who going where? And then, like you say, whoever do get KD, they're going to have to give up some shit to get him. Or Giannis. Or Giannis. So, they're going to have to give up something to get the brother. So, we going to see who give up what to get him, because the Knicks, I know they don't want to give up Brunson. You know what I'm saying?
They'll probably give up Cat something real quick.
No, they'll give up Cat. I think they'll give up Cat with no problem. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But then you still got to get Cat with somebody else, because Cat don't equal Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you're going to get Cat and probably like another little bench player, but I feel like even for Phoenix,
and some draft picks.
If you try to break up the core shit, you try to bring somebody in to help Devin Booker, your best bet will probably be Cat, to be honest.
In Phoenix?
But yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think they would be a good duo for some reason.
Yeah,
Cat and Devin Booker seem like they on the same vibe sometimes.
Yeah, then on the West, you really only got to worry about Jokic on the bit. Oh yeah, Jokic and Wemby a little bit. But yeah, that should be decent. But shit, this weekend, man, I really was tapped into this big three though. This big three was going this weekend.
Yeah, I seen it was It was a fight.
Yeah, Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson got into it.
That looked crazy. Lance Stevenson doesn't like he can fight at all. Dwight
But
Howard.
the thing that I would hit to that was crazy is so Lance Stevenson's rookie year was Dwight Howard's rookie year.
Yeah, they came in there. I think they came. I thought they came in on the same.
Because that nigga Michael Beasley was talking that cash money shit. Now, since we talk about the big three, this is the lightweight slide right back shit. You was hip to that to the 1-on-1 versus Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson. I paid a couple dollars to watch that. I watched that at full.
Okay.
That shit was tough. I like that.
What was that on?
It was on their own network. It's called it's the next chapter. They had their own little pay-per-view service. Like if you remember, you might be hip to remember when $1 Million Worth of Game would be doing the little boxer shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to where you had to pay to see it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they own pay-per-view service and shit. Because especially with the streaming shit now, like to me, I think it's kind of easier for you to come up with a base to where everybody could go see your shit at and everybody go to it. Instead of you having to pay it to somebody else shit, all the money coming straight to you. You see what I'm saying? So like if they would have took that shit to regular pay-per-view, the price would have been higher, and who's to say if people would have watched it? Like you could
right. Then you would have had to cut everybody else in. You cut everybody else out. You do it yourself.
You can set your base price at like a dub, and you can get your money back. Everybody watching it, but I watched that shit. It's full. Kyrie was commentating the bitch and everything. That shit was a vibe. Like I feel like a lot of that shit should be more prevalent when it comes to these summer months where there ain't no basketball to keep the excitement of.
Oh, they will. Going. That's why they're doing it. You gonna watch. You gonna see more of them popping up for sure.
So they talking about. I see my nigga. I see Lou Will play motherfucking Brandon Jennings and shit the other day. That nigga Lou Will cook Brandon Jennings. Cooked his ass.
I think I seen some of that on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on Gilbert Arenas page and shit.
Oh, okay.
But that shit was crazy. But yeah, but back to this big three. The big three was going though. Like I really do be tapped into the big three in the summer. So
I don't, but I'm gonna tap in, man. I'm gonna tap in because, like you say, it's something else that we could keep up with. So yeah, I'm gonna tap in. Actually, honestly, I got a cousin named Will. He was playing for the big three last year. He played a few games. But he said them niggas out there. So, cause one of my uncles through marriage is Charles Oakley. Yeah. So Oakley, okay. Oakley was able to get him able to plug him in and what I'm saying, get him on the team.
Wasn't Oakley coaching the team too?
Yeah, he was coaching the team, but it wasn't the team that my cousin was on. But he was coaching another team. But my cousin was just saying how it's pretty much like it's about skills, but it's also about following and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, he can ball. Because my cousin, he used to play overseas. He won a couple championships overseas. But when he came to this over here, it's not about, your accolades and shit. It's about your following. Like how many people you got. Now, of course, if you're already a known NBA star, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you got the followers and shit. But everybody else, nigga, like, what's your following looking like? And he ended up getting bumped off the team for somebody else who couldn't play as good as him, but had more followers and had more of a following, had more of a brand than he did. So, unfortunately, but he did play a few. I think he played like I think maybe 4 or 5 games, you know what I'm saying, before, they got it, they had that little issue or whatever. I think he might even be trying out again this year too. So yeah, I was tapped in. I was fucking with him, trying to fuck with him last year because my cousin was playing for him. But after I heard the bullshit, I'm like, all right, fuck them niggas. But that's most of business nowadays anyway when it comes to the internet.
That shit do be affected how people watch you. Like, especially if you tapped in to certain shit and you see shit be kind of goofy, that's what be stopping niggas from watching certain shit. So I feel it. But as far as, like, the competitiveness of the big three, it is very competitive. And that's the shit that I like to see because it's like, and that's what I kind of just to piggyback on when we first started talking about. That's what I really want to see tonight. I see that in spurts of this series. I see it in spurts. I haven't seen it like. That's why I'm saying from the beginning. This is one of the weirdest finals to me. It's weird, and it's weird not because it is weird not because the Pacers is in it. It's weird not because of nothing else, but the simple fact that the storylines is missing in this shit for one, and more importantly, when I'm watching the game, it's no intensity. Nigga, I seen the first hard foul pause I seen in that bitch was a couple days ago, game 3. That was the first hard foul I've seen in the finals. And niggas is looking confused, like, damn, what the fuck? I already know we was what the fuck. I'm just like, man, what you mean it's the finals, nigga? Like, what is the finals? Like, I remember, like, when Brian choked that shit 2011, I remember how Jason Terry was going at niggas. He was going at Mario Chalmers. Like, little nigga, get the fuck. This is my shit, nothing. He going at that nigga. I see Shea going at niggas. Halliburton ain't really going at niggas like that. Siakam trying to go at niggas like that. But Miles Turner ain't going at niggas like that. Jalen Williams ain't going at niggas like that. You see what I'm saying? And that shit be weird because it's like, I'm close to that age where it's like I done seen almost 2 decades of basketball, almost 2 to 3 decades of basketball. That third one, I would say is murky because I was a little, because I, you know what I'm saying, it was a little bit, you feel me? So it's like I'm watching it, but I'm not in it like I was in it in the older where I'm like 15, 16. I'm kind of in it more than if I'm 8, 9 years old and I'm watching it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm more understanding a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So this is the weirdest finals I've ever watched in my life. This shit is weird. I'm watching this shit like this shit from like a regular season game. That's why people ain't watching it. It just got the regular season feel to it. It don't feel like the finals. It just don't feel like it. And I know it is. You feel me? I know it is. I see the commercials, all that shit. Niggas talking. I know it's the finals, but it just don't feel like the finals.
You know, but you know why?
And I can't.
You know why? You know why I don't feel like the finals? I'm gonna tell you, it don't feel like the finals because there's really no superstar in the finals this year. It really isn't. I mean, SGA is a superstar, but he's not. He just became a superstar. You feel me? Like SGA is not a Luka, is not a LeBron, is not a Steph, is not a Kevin Durant, is not a Kyrie Irving. You feel me? He's getting there, but he's not there yet. And we're used to
like to really break it down though.
I'm telling you, we're used to seeing superstars, nigga.
He's not a Kobe either.
Right. Oh yeah, he's not.
He's not really a Paul Pierce at his time either. Low key, like just being real. I'm just being real, man. Like SGA has been a good player. I like SGA since he's been in the league, right? I love SGA. SGA has been considered a superstar for the past 2 seasons. And the season prior to it, it would feel a little different if they ain't choke how they choked last year, the second round with Dallas. I ain't think, because they was kind of the same they was this year. They won like probably 66 games. You see what I'm saying? It's the same type of shit. Number 1 in the West, same type of shit. Luka come in there and shut shit down. They're like, oh shit. And it's like, Indiana don't got a nigga that can do that.
All right, we getting time. We going down to time. We getting down to 10 minutes.
All right. But that's what I'm saying. But still, like, so we gonna see what's up though. But you're right though. Ain't no superstar.
Ain't no superstars. I mean, and the thing about it, look, and the thing about SGA, and I'm gonna tell you now, SGA ain't no superstar either. I don't care what nobody say. He's not a superstar. He's not a Kyrie. He's not a LeBron. He's not a Luke. He had, and the reason being, what I will say, SGA is a pure scorer. He's a point forward, like nigga. I mean, a shooting guard. He is a pure shooting guard. You give him the ball, he gonna make a way. He gonna shoot it. See, what makes the superstars is what them niggas do. They can shoot. They rebounding. They blocking shit. Nigga, they doing all type of miraculous passes and shit. That's what makes superstars. Because you're gonna do something other than just shoot to make me be like, oh my God, did you just see the pass that nigga did? You just see the block that nigga made. You just see, you feel me? You see how he crossed that nigga over? SGA don't even cross people over for real. He just give himself enough room to shoot. That nigga don't be on no old trying to break niggas' ankles. No, that nigga a step back. All he need is some room.
He hit you with the shoulder, it's a wrap. He hit you with the shoulder,
right?
Push off the shoulder.
All he want is some room to shoot. He ain't about to do nothing crazy. So, you know, SGA, once again, I'm not taking nothing from him, MVP, but he's a fucking shooting guard. He is not about that, you know, behind the back pass through he not about that superstar life. He about, hey, nigga, this is what I do. Let me do my job, and that be that. So that's what we miss with SGA and the superstar status, is the superstar things that superstars do.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, whoever wins this shit gonna be considered a superstar for the season start next. That's what it is.
Yeah, we gonna see. We will see.
We gonna see. So I guess we'll be back at this bitch Wednesday, nigga. You know what I'm saying? See what the fuck going on.
See what the fuck going on.
Yeah, had Dave and this bitch and shit. I'll probably throw some I'll probably do some little scouring and shit. I'll get some topics for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
All right, it's cool. You know what? And you know what? If you hit me, I'm gonna look up the schedule for the big three too, man. I'm gonna start checking them out too, so we can start chopping it about that shit too. Cause you know, we know all the players already in that bitch. So you know what I mean?
It's all good, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, cause I just like talk about shit that niggas that out of state that I kind of got an idea with. I don't like freelancers just talk about shit that I ain't seen or you feel me? Like that should be pointless. But we out here though. You already know what it is, man. So I guess we'll catch y'all in a minute and shit. And I know what it is, man.
We out. Real niggas talking sports, man. Chasing out. We out. Peace.